Okay, what we're going to do today is there's actually a leak in the refrigerant system, and through a lot of diagnostics I was actually able to find out where the leak was. It's not where you'd think it would be. Essentially, checking the Schrader valves on the high side and low side, nothing there. Checking all the connections, nothing there. And actually found this leak in a couple different ways. One was with essentially a leak detection kit that actually leaves a fluorescent color on it, and I'll show that within just a moment. The other thing which I have is a little beeper here, which is essentially a refrigerant gas detector. And this is a I believe it's an FS10 compressor, and so if I go on through here and essentially just scan on through, you'll see that it's actually leaking right there at the seam, which is a little bit unexpected. I think I'm also getting some leaks right here on the input shaft seal. So it's definitely got a leak there. Now the one other way to find this leak is through this little product right here. Let me go ahead and just turn this. Well, I'll just bring this on up here. I should focus on here. This is a product that is pretty interesting. Never tried this before. It's a tracer line. It gives you essentially three different things that you can trace. One's a coolant additive, the other one's an oil additive, and the other is, of course, a refrigerant additive. And the idea is essentially that you inject this into your system, whatever that is, and then you look for tracers, actually a fluorescent color, that will illuminate wherever that leak occurs. And the way that you inject it into your refrigerant system is you essentially have a little syringe here, and that syringe essentially screws into here, and then of course you put that on your low side and you essentially just put it on in. You'd be surprised you can actually push this on in even though it's under pressure, so it's a pretty slick deal. Now I'm going to try here with the camera to see if maybe if you can see the color, but I don't know if you can or not, so we'll give it a whirl. So what we're going to do is we're going to try putting the camera with the essentially the lens over it, and it's if I can show you here. Sorry about the shakiness here. You got the glass here, which you need to use to find that guy. So now you can see everything's got a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. And if I go on over here, see if I can hold this steady here. And I take this light here, which you can see right here, and you do see, I don't know if you can see it, but right at the gap there's a little bit of a green fluorescence. Everything else is white, but right at that gap, you'll see more of a green fluorescence, and that, of course, is the leak that's occurring, at least around the perimeter of the case. I also, as for reference here, you can see I put some on the Schrader valve down in here. Can you see that? Yeah, I think you can. There's a little bit of a fluorescent color there where that tracer is just essentially kind of leaked out over on the top. So this is the two different techniques that you can apply to try to find out where the leak is in your AC system. And now, of course, what I'm going to have to do is take that compressor on off and get a rebuild kit, actually just a seal kit for it. You know, it's not that expensive to buy like a reman, but to be quite honest, it's actually putting out pretty good cool air on it. You know, whenever you buy a reman, at least from my point of view, it's kind of a luck of the draw. And if this one's working okay, it just needs new seals. Just put the new seals in it and put it back together. So that's it for now.